Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host Indie Comics Jones. Today is November 30th, 2020, and this is episode 145. Today we'll take a look at I Make Boys Cry. This is Absolute Comics Group number 1, $4.99. And take a quick look at the cover. If you saw the last review, we did White Widow number 5, and this actually has a lead-in to this story here. So you might want to pick up this number 5, White Widow, if you're interested in I Make Boys Cry. Okay, let's get into this right away. We'll take a quick look at the cover. We see a girl in a school suit, obviously holding a bloody samurai sword. And this is the school symbol, and it has a specific meaning to it. White Widow actually had one of these symbols on her costume, and when they analyzed that symbol, they came up with a school that had this symbol as well. Well, it turns out this school is an all-girls school, high school, and it's for specially trained assassins and spies, and they're all female, and they're all gorgeous. So that makes this a even more fun read. We get a little bit of a quick story here of what happened in White Widow number 5, and this is one of the final scenes where White Widow makes peace with some of the girls at the school. The name of this one is Class Dismissed, and it's pretty much just a one-shot here. So it starts out, and White Widow is training at this school with some of the other students there. And we get some pretty good fight scenes in here. Nicely drawn poses and action. And you can see White Widow using some of her webbing to help escape. So the swords of slice. I don't think they ever really give the names of these girls. Their real names, just kind of their nicknames, what they go by. As you can see, they're drawn very nice, very sexy. And once again, there is one woman in here that's not drawn so nice, and it happens to be a black woman, but it's not Regina. It is a student at this school, and at first I thought that was like a postman, like a clown postman, but it's just a black woman with her satchel blowing a bubblegum bubble. So it's everybody else is like gorgeous though. So it's easy to read. You can overlook that one thing. But it's just strange that so many comics now have unappealing drawn black women in them. But that's the way it goes now. We're trying to defeminize black women, I guess, unfortunately. But so here's the school grounds, and she goes through this big training. And then she's shown the inner circle of this school, which happens to be a massive communications center, a headquarters where they have cameras perched all over the world. They can kind of tell what's going on. And apparently they get certain governments to hire them to do certain tasks, to take out certain people. And it turns out that they kind of guide these governments a little bit into coming up with this idea to do these kind of things. So they have the upper hand in that aspect. They're not really pawns as much as they are the ones moving the chess pieces, so to speak. We go along here. So they invite White Widow to join. Her name's Gabriella. And she thinks about it for a little bit. She says she's in. So her first mission is to break into this compound, and you can see there's a good 6 of them going in. Each has a specific duty to get in there, and they are to steal a thumb drive and also the thumbs of the person that's hiding in there. White Widow has not been told who it is. They go ahead and do their special activities to get in there. They've got Ether, I'm not sure if it's Aether or Ether, who's able to quantumly tunnel right through walls and whatnot. And she gets right to the headquarters, to the central security grid, and takes it down very quickly. Meanwhile, we have a sniper taking out the guards in the towers, boom, 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 and they're kind of explaining the plan, but actually the plan has taken place. I mean, the action has taken place while they're explaining the plan, so they don't waste time at that. And then we get Slice and White Widow creeping in. A soldier escapes them. Before they can do anything, he has crawled into a gigantic mecha tank, and they go try to take him down. And with the help of Tantrum, who's the demolitions expert, she goes running in there with her bombs. They're able to at least slow this tank, man-driven tank, down a little bit. In the meantime, the leader, and I can't think of her name is, but I don't know if they really gave her a name. I think it might be Locus. She is kind of guiding ether through ether through the compound, trying to find her to the chamber that is holding the professor that they're trying to get at. And we go back to the tank scene. White Widow and Tantrum work together and able to plant some bombs on the tank and blow it up, basically. And meanwhile, they join up with the rest of the crew. Gabriela Garcia is shocked to find out that the person they're trying to hunt down is an old family friend. Well, it turns out that he's kind of a bad guy, pulls a gun on her, and it's up to Slice to get the upper hand here and take him down. And she explains to White Widow, okay, this was a test, this was your final test, and you did not pass it, you did not trust us, that we were doing the right thing, and you're no longer in the group. And that's how the comic ends, as they kind of walk away as the compound explodes, while there's a dejected White Widow wandering off by herself. And they're just kind of saying, you flunked out. So I don't know if she's going to be back with this school or not, or because she had spent a few weeks training with them. I have a feeling she will be making another appearance there. They have the next issue is Enter the Huntress, so I'm not sure who that is. And we have I guess that's the cover for the next one. Very sexy cover, obviously. I Make Boys Cry. Issue number 2. So we have that to look forward to. All in all, another fun read from the Absolute Comics group. And we can take a quick look at some of these other ones. Last time I mentioned these as well. This looks like issue 2 for I Make Boys Cry. And maybe this is a variant cover. I don't know, or just an advertisement, but it is Enter the Huntress. And Wayward Legends, First Defense. I'm not sure if that one was on here last time. Monster Isle, White Widow number 6, and Darkon number 3, I believe that is. So, I do recommend this. It's just for fun, just a fun read. Yeah, it's not Shakespeare, it's not Hemingway. It's just fun. And fun, sexy action comic. When you can't ask more of that, please subscribe, please like, please leave comments, whether you liked it or not, so I can know. And in the meantime, I appreciate you guys all stopping by, as always. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes, bidding you adieu.